Hi Whovians, Harry here, and recently I saw a post on YouTube about how did a Dalek in the Stolen Earth Journey's End know that Captain Adelaide Brooks' death was a fixed point in time, and if the Daleks do know about fixed points in time, why do they invade Earth if they know their plans aren't going to succeed? And that got me thinking that time travel in Doctor Who, one of the main points of Doctor Who, the time travel, it makes no sense. And this video will be covering why I think Doctor Who's time travel makes no sense. But before we get into the video, I just want to say big thank you to all you guys for, this channel hitting 100 subscribers. It's just amazing to hit triple digits in subscribers, and I can't wait to make more content for you guys and us to grow this channel bigger. So, with that in mind, don't forget to subscribe, also leave a like and comment down below, and let's get into the video. So, of course, to make an allegation as big as that time travel makes no sense in Doctor Who, we obviously have to uncover what type of time travel exists in Doctor Who. And I think there are 3 different types of time travel that are in Doctor Who. Maybe 4 if you count fixed points as a sort of time travel stuff, but I think that's just a point in time where it should be fixed and nothing should change what happens at that point of time, even though there are loopholes in Doctor Who with fixed points in time. So, let's start off with the first type of time travel I think that is in Doctor Who. And I got all these time travel titles from New Rockstars, which is an amazing movie breakdown review channel. And they made a video going over all these different types of time travel, and I will link that up in the cards above. So go check out that video, drop them a subscribe, they're really great. But let's get into the time travel. The first one I think is the F-it time travel, which basically means they just can do whatever they want. They don't outline the rules of time travel, and if they get in a sticky situation, they can just get around it by saying, well, this is the type of time travel. And I think one episode in Doctor Who that really encapsulates that is the Wedding of River song. Now, that was supposed to be all about a fixed point in time, about the Doctor's death, and how his death was a fixed point in time and how it was supposed to go on with the universe. And it was really just a gimmick to get us invested in Series 6 of Doctor Who. However, when River decided not to kill the Doctor, she messed everything up. And instead of going back into established law on fixed points in Doctor Who, which I will cover a bit later, the whole universe just broke. And Doctor Who described it as, well, this is just the type of time travel that was created when this fixed point was stopped. And also, when Doctor Who has done other things, they've just been like, oh, well, the universe is in flux. Like, just think of random episode, The Shakespeare Code. Martha says, well, the universe doesn't end in Tudor times because, of course, she's from the present day, and the Doctor goes, oh yeah, well, this is a time where time is in flux, and Earth could end in the Tudor era. And that is kind of just an F-it time travel, because they want to create high stakes, and by saying time is in flux, even though we know what time is going to play out like, it brings stakes to Doctor Who. However, that is not the only part of time travel in Doctor Who. Doctor Who also has this always happened time travel. Now, if you don't know what this always happened time travel is, it's kind of in the name. By going back in time, it creates something that has already happened in time. Time travel puts into motion what had already happened in pre-established history. Just think of the episode The Fires of Pompeii, where the Doctor and Donna, by travelling back in time to Pompeii, they make Vesuvius erupt. The act of time travel creates an established history of this always happened, so the Doctor and Donna were always destined to make Vesuvius erupt no matter what. And this kind of, it kind of puts some of the other parts of Doctor Who in kind of jeopardy. As I said, the effort time travel of the Shakespeare Code. Time is always in flux. But then it also has time travel of this always happened. So some episodes are effort, some episodes are this always happened. And that is not even the last time travel we have seen in Doctor Who. Doctor Who also has Groundhog Day time travel. And now, if you don't know what Groundhog Day time travel is where time is in a loop over one day. It keeps, once the day starts and then the day ends, it loops back to the start of that day. And we saw that in Heaven Sent, where the Doctor lived through billions of years in his confession dial, re-looping back to the same day. So even though he died at the end of that day, he looped back into life, and it allowed him, with his previous Doctors living through the same day, he managed to escape his confession dial, living through this Groundhog Day scenario. And that brings us into why Doctor Who's time travel makes no sense. Because if they can't decide on what time travel they want in Doctor Who, it kind of makes it hard to know which time travel we're going to be following in that episode. Is it just going to be an effort, we can do whatever we want with time travel, or is it going to be this always happened, where the very fact that they go back in time creates this established history from happening, or is it even going to be a Groundhog Day scenario where they're living through the same day to make something eventually go different before they can escape this Groundhog Day scenario? And this makes fixed points confusing, because fixed points are stuff that is always supposed to happen the way that it is played out by the universe. Like, the Doctor's death. The Doctor is supposed to die. No loopholes. However, the Doctor creates a loophole by having the Tesselector pose as him to get shot by the astronaut version of River. So even though the Doctor was supposed to die, the Doctor doesn't die and time doesn't go wrong. Again, Father's Day. Rose's dad, Pete Tyler, is supposed to die with no one being there on this specific street, no one being there to comfort him in his final seconds of life. However, Rose changes time and he dies in a different place, with Rose being there by his side for the last few seconds of his life. And also, as I mentioned at the start of this episode, the fixed death of Captain Adelaide Brooke and her whole crew on Bowie Base 1, she is supposed to die. Her death is a fixed point. It sets into motion her predecessors following in her footsteps because she died on Bowie Base 1 in Mars. However, the 10th Doctor changes this, and even though Captain Adelaide Brooke shoots herself on Earth, it changes that she died from Bowie Base 1 for no reason to she died on Earth for no reason. And time doesn't seem to go wrong. It still seems to play out how it would be if she died on Bowie Base 1. And it just is like, well, if fixed points can be changed, why have them in the first place? If they can just be changed, and fixed points are supposed to be a point in the universe where time cannot be changed. However, in all of these fixed points that I've pointed out, time has changed, at least in some way. So why are fixed points a thing? I mean, Doctor Who really tried to have a cohesive way of time travel and fixed points in Father's Day, and they really did try to work their asses off to work in fixed points of time and what time travel Doctor Who had. However, over this time, getting to the waters of Mars, they gave up and really didn't give a damn about time travel and fixed points in time. And with Russell T Davies coming back, I think that we will not get a cohesive version of time travel again. I don't think this will be explained. And really, if we don't know how the time travel is going to play out, how in each episode will we know when to care? Will it be like a Shakespeare Code time travel where time is in flux and anything could happen? Will it be a Fires of Pompeii time travel where by the Doctor and his companion going back in time, they make these events happen? Will it be a Groundhog Day scenario like in Heaven Sent where they have to keep looping back to the start of the day until they can make a change in that day so that they can break through and continue going on their adventures? Or will it be a fixed point in time variant where something should play out exactly as it is stated by the universe? However, by everything we've seen from fixed points in time, something is definitely going to change. And really, that kind of takes you out of the moment, because that means you don't know whether to really care or not, or how you are supposed to care about the Doctor and their companions, because you don't know what version of time travel it is until the final 5 minutes of the episode. And I just think that is really bad for Doctor Who, which is a TV show, basically, that is all about time travel. But that is just my thoughts. Let me know down in the comments below what you think of Doctor Who's time travel. Does it make sense to you, or do you agree with me that it doesn't make any sense? And also, if you like this video, don't forget to leave a like, also subscribe, and share it out. And I will see you in the next one.